right, BGM music. That's what I thought. Hello, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to the wonderful world of Kingdoms and Hearts, where we are in for a little bit of a treat. So much of a treat, in fact, that it's not even an option for game selections on the Twitch side of things. It's not even an option. We're playing is a strong word. We're going to be witnessing Kingdom Hearts X back cover, which is just the cutscenes from the X mobile game that released in Japan only. I'm pretty sure is what it is. X gonna give it to you? I sure hope not. I don't want anything being given to me. Ooh, I'll take food though. Food's very nice. My throat is a little bit sore and I want to go back to bed. So that's why we decided to do back cover and not a full stream of 0.2. 0.2 should still be tomorrow unless I happen to like get stuck under the bed and actually I'm not able to come out. But this one should be like an hour of cutscenes. It should be very, 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 very short. Also, I knew there was something weird with my microphone. Stop that, please. All right. I don't know anything about this. This is the X is pronounced key, hence the key blade. Yeah, but it's not. I can't type the funny looking key to make the difference. So it's this Kingdom Hearts key or chi or whatever it's supposed to be. This is technically a precursor to everything, if I'm understanding correctly. Key, this one, is even before Birth by Sleep. This is even before Birth by Sleep. This is, I think, the origin of the original Keyblade War that Xehanort has been going on and on about how, oh, there was a massive war, it destroyed everything. We saw the graveyard a couple of times as well, specifically on the Birth by Sleep route. I think this is like what led up to that entire situation. So we'll get to see firsthand how did we end up here? What happened? Granted, it's only an hour, so I don't know how much it's going to explain. But I did read that this supposedly kind of leads into 0.2, which is odd that I'm supposed to play 0.2 first, but that's fine. It's whatever. Let's just start the cutscenes. I don't know what to expect other than maybe an hour of stuff. I'm not even bothering to turn on the controller this time. Controller doesn't need to exist. Oh, look, it's a book. We know book. The world, but pure. Oh, I was born in a radiant. Oh, okay. I don't know. This is too fast. Book of Prophecies. So this is the graphics of the mobile game that you can kind of see on screen. The 5 read the manuscript. The Faded Land. White. You're going too fast. To prevent that from happening, they want that to happening. They harness on a world darkness share. You should know, don't follow the same path, but don't follow the same path, okay? Don't lose sight of yours, okay? The world was okay, the world, but was pure darkness. From the light within. Before it disappeared and smiled, the one before he disappears. Best bestow names on his. The 5 read the manuscript and were the Faded Lands will battleground a war, a darkness of light will see and expire while darkness prevails over more the powers. What is happening? I'm very upset spaghetti this week because your portable hard drive broke. Oh man, that feels really bad. On the plus side, even if it doesn't work, depending on how much the videos work for you, you could definitely take it to, like, I don't know if a repair shop is the right word, but there are ways to extract the data from it, even if the hard drive itself no longer functions. That is a possibility. I don't know what it costs. I just know it's possible because I've seen YouTube videos about it where you like move the device, the memory storing pieces to a brand new hard drive thing, and that way you could just extract the stuff on the brand new one. But that's unfortunate. Did you drop it or something? Also, don't tell me this is the entire cutscene. Well, I don't even know what's happening in the video we're watching. Am I supposed to skip this? I get this is it. This is the 1 hour of content we get. It fell from the top of your giant computer. Oh man, that's the worst. Okay, so this is... Was that it? Was that everything? That was incredibly long. We technically had told a story. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was trying to read the words. Oh, we have gears. All right. Case of Luxu. Wait, that's the organization. Wait, organization robe? The hell's going on here?
So that makes you the indisposable number 7. Huh. Come on, it's simple. U6 plus me is 7.
7?
Wait, don't tell me I don't count.
No.
Hello, Roomba. Welcome, welcome. We're watching a movie today. Kind of. It's a series of cutscenes. How are you doing? How's the weekend treating you? Keyblade. That's Xehanort's Keyblade. Wait.
In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luxu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
That's Xehanort's Keyblade. Is that baby Xehanort? No, because baby...
Long, long ago,
Maybe.
all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales.
Why is Paimon in my Kingdom Hearts game? Get out.
It all began here in Daybreak
I wonder if the guy
Town.
with the X's name would turn out to be evil? No, couldn't be.
The Master of Masters had an eye
Couldn't
that
be.
gazes into the future. He
Okay.
bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Book of Prophecies. That's different. Had some drinks. I'm gonna need to check if you to uninstall Genshin and place it. Honkai Star Rail is quite nice, I will say. It has its faults, same as every other game, but it's a fun game. It's definitely, I think, a bit more storytelling compared to Genshin in its exploration.
Did you look through the book?
Yes. But I'm still analyzing it.
So that's the book of...
No quick skim for you, huh?
I just
How's the Age of Fairy Tales? The fairies are real and still exist.
Master,
Listen, smart.
What it says in the last passage.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
still the Age
that.
of Fairies.
Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way,
So
if
who was
one
the
day
master?
I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm. Okay?
He kind of talks like Axel a little bit in the way he
Vanish.
speaks.
Dim. Fade.
He's got that very like nonchalant way of speaking.
Hypothetical talk.
Okay.
When I hear this narrative, just think of
full of light.
Kyrie from
It's a
Digimon.
world comprised of many small
I think I could
worlds,
see it.
all connected,
I can see it.
stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this
I'm assuming the
vast land.
Unicorn Man is one of the apprentices.
All worlds share one light, one fate.
The Master of Masters shares his voice actor with Noctis.
I
Oh,
take it
really?
You're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money.
He's definitely a lot more
People
nonchalant in
believe
this
that
role
the
compared to
light that is
Noctis.
Kingdom
Noctis was
Hearts
very
will
like
be here forever.
uptight, serial.
But
This
if it
one's
would
much more
disappear,
like.
The world would be enveloped in darkness.
It's interesting. It's quite a
I
difference.
understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail.
Notices the professor
and the
sleep like
light
a heart.
expire."
Is it?
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade
sword.
wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Oh
Not
yeah.
possible.
I see what you mean.
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
What do you want us to do?
We
Whatever you're
have
gonna
to
do normally.
focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know we're gonna
Who is the
happen.
Master of Masters? He is
What
the one
about
who's
all
interesting
of
to
those
me.
who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on. Are you telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Good luck, he said. He's so chill. For the Master of Masters, he's incredibly chill. Although this is probably what that decision to protect the land from darkness is what drove it in the darkness, which is kind of funny.
Reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over
Those
the
are
others with a
sick-looking
fair
keyblades. Holy cow!
eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after. The cool-headed Gula, who wore the mask
I'm
of
getting
the leopard,
dizzy.
was given
I'm
his
getting
role
a little
to uncover
dizzy.
the mystery of the
Stop
Book
with
of
the turning,
Prophecies.
please. I can't handle it. I don't remember any of their
Lucian,
names.
The first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do.
What's in the
Then
box?
He disappeared.
What? Disappear? What's in the box?
Not long after that,
Okay, so
the
Master of Masters gave everyone
dimmed,
Keyblades.
and faded without a trace.
His first apprentice was given a special Keyblade, and he became a Watcher with a box. Master of Masters disappeared when they all started training new Keyblade wheels to protect it from the darkness. Okay, got it. Understood.
This
Keyblade.
is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure.
Look at those baby-looking
Five
Keyblades.
of the
That's so
Master's
funny.
apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies.
6 Masters were named after ancient words, and 7
They
at least.
each created a union.
I see.
This would fulfill his wishes. Then
His
they
wishes.
set
His
out to rally
wishes were
Keyblade
not to
wielders
create.
just
Yeah,
like
whatever.
you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
I don't think Kingdom Hearts G back cover. Z G Key. I don't remember. Let's just call it Key. I'm just confused. All right, cool.
There's
Five
a
of them.
traitor among us.
Well, that escalated fast. Traitor? How so?
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
How is there a traitor when they're just training people?
I
What the
found
hell is
this
that thing?
sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherothy? Is that a nightmare?
Nightmare. It kind of looks like the Dream Eaters from Dream Drop Distance, kinda. It is. It has the same
Master,
symbol on
did
its
you make
back.
this? It's so cute.
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherothy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
Spirit?
So the Master of Master
You
made
could
these
say
Dream
they're
Eaters
like
for
cats or
dream
dogs.
creatures.
And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play
I guess
nice.
they all got corrupted.
Okay.
Appropriate follow-up to
Oh,
3D.
right.
Maybe.
Before I forget,
Depends on if we can make connections or not.
if a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Like all the
So
5
you're
units, just
telling
anime
us
tropes.
that if
Magic
we
Wheel,
see
Shonen
a nightmare-
Protagonist, Sultry, Snoke
Someone
Lady.
has fallen
You know
into
how it
darkness.
goes.
Exactly.
It's a mobile game. I don't think
And
they
if you
put too
don't
much thought
stop
into it.
this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others, and you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So,
How-
if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No, I won't let you do that.
No
Huh?
wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me! Come
He actually considered it.
You won't know if it works unless you try. Please tell me you're joking.
Everyone's laughing at him. Even the Master's laughing
It's
at him.
not
That's
me.
crazy. Which of
There's
these
an
5
easy
guys
way
would
to
you
solve
work
this.
under?
If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
That's a good question. Which is the most
Unfortunately,
nonchalant?
There are countless wielders.
It'd probably be the fox girl or the pretty boy panther guy, jaguar guy. One of those two, I would
I'm
assume.
afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to
Whichever
the bottom
team
of
is very
this.
lighthearted.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you
Why?
recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger?
What if you made
We
your own
generally
union?
don't
What would the animal
concern
motif
ourselves
be?
with what they
Animal
have at their
motif?
disposal. However,
Anteater?
I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
Their long noses are basically like a vacuum. I don't care if
I
it's
know
done
when
with their
they're
tongues.
equipped,
It's basically a
They have the
vacuum.
power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
So they made this group to prepare
It's a
for the
brilliant
upcoming
plan.
darkness that it's going to self-implode. That's what
Everyone
I'm
knows
getting.
that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out
Good
who's
answer. I was
behind
thinking
this?
chinchillas that say love
Seeing as
dust.
those
They do love
bangles couldn't
dust.
have been acquired by
Chinchillas need to
just
take
anyone.
dust
I
baths,
believe
otherwise
it's
they get
one of
incredibly
us
stressed.
here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have
guess
that
elephants
the
also
bangles
are kind of
tied
like
to the
that.
power of darkness?
Elephants also like
Or
dirt
if
baths,
a nightmare
protect
is
them from
to
the sun.
blame. We shouldn't simply jump to
And
conclusions.
they do have long vacuum-like noses,
Ira,
but I don't know.
some leader you are.
I feel like I need
You've
to be
managed
smaller
to
than
plant
an elephant.
seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Said, that's quite enough.
A said, not eight.
It looks
okay.
to me like the master made the wrong choice.
Wait,
Isn't it your
Where do you
job,
think you're
Mr.
going?
Bear, to support Mr. Unicorn?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
He seems like the scout. Pretty boy seems like the
hope-
scout who just is like watching
I
over.
hope we can
But I
all
thought
resolve this soon. Whatever his name is, I thought he was the one watching over everything from a distance.
That didn't
How
go
come
as
Ira
expected.
gets a cool
what's wrong, Ira?
wig?
This isn't like you.
Oh, that's not a
A
wig.
lost page.
It's part of
Something's
his
missing from
skull.
our book of prophecies.
Probably. I don't know.
Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future.
Did
But
each book
this
contain
incident,
different?
Well, it's nowhere to be found.
That's because you're
And
trying to
how
do
does
something
this whole thing with
extra.
the traitor tied together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book.
I guess they had to make him stand out like a leader,
It's
so they
not
gave him
so
hair.
far-fetched to assume
I guess
that the
that
one
makes
who
sense.
has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness.
Wonder how often
Trust
the
me.
masters pick
There seems to be
themselves
no
with those sharp
record of
dangly
it in my
things.
book either.
Oh, don't worry, they're just plastic.
You may be onto
It won't
something.
hurt.
I wonder.
Honestly, if they're so
is that
free flowing,
in
I
the
don't think
Master's plan
there's an
all
easy
along?
way to move your arms up
To
that will
grant the
actually make
lost
it like
page to only one of
stab
us.
into you. I feel like that's even more of a
We have
skill
no way
if that
of knowing.
happens.
The master is gone.
I
I kind of want to
understand
get
what
candy.
you're
Can I get some
saying.
candy? Am I allowed to get candy?
I promise
I'm gonna
to
get some
keep a
candy. I'll
close
be
eye
right
on
back.
the others.
Yeah, bye.
I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart
Okay,
be your
I found
guiding
candies.
key.
There was 3 pieces under the couch. I'm perfect. I'm great. Yeah, get out. Found it. Case of envy. Envy?
So
Envy?
to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. Then do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I understand, but without you or Lushu, to
Lushu,
form
like
and maintain
Mushu.
our own unions
Okay.
it's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little. Maybe I'll never disappear.
He knows the truth. He's the one who wrote the prophecy book.
Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh,
This master character, this master of masters, he's like the type of person I want to be.
I get that.
I want
change can
that
be
lighthearted,
hard for
jokey
everyone,
nature.
but
That like everything just seems to
things need
bounce
keep
off.
Moving forward.
That's like my
You
ideal type of
keep up.
person.
Otherwise, you'll just get left behind.
Don't undermate
All
glass. You
alone.
slice yourself open on a plastic fan once.
Now that you know what
That's
the future
different. Fans
holds,
move fast.
Envy, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
right.
Oh, right, that's a snake mask. I was trying to figure out like what animal was that because I was looking at the tail. I'm like, what is that? Is that just a singular horn?
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make
You
a
seem
great
chill to
leader.
me. You have yet
He let
truly
me down.
tilted when playing these games.
Well,
I get tilted
what do you
sometimes,
two
but
think?
usually it's not too bad.
You don't believe what Ira said.
I get more tilted
do
when
you?
I'm not on stream.
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I don't like how the Panther and the Fox
wouldn't
Girl
call
seem
us
like
comrades.
children. Who is making these
Anyway,
children masters of
Did
administration?
you get to the point?
That seems a
I know
little
you
bit
didn't call us
awkward.
here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
Did they not have
I knew
the
it.
child labor laws back
had a
in
feeling
the
it would
olden
come to
days,
this.
the days of the fairies, as they
So-
put it?
We join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind. I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is.
You have been met.
But darkness
It's
won't
only
wait,
darkness.
and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Have you guys not been trying to
Guess
fight
it
the
makes
darkness ever since you came
I
into
agree
power?
that we
Why
need
do
to
you
do
need to
something
fight the
to fight the
darkness
darkness.
twice over?
But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
What was it?
He's
I
no
thought the master
longer
said do whatever
here.
you want. Am I crazy?
I'm in. But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula!
There.
I want to follow the Master's teachings.
If you look really, really
Understood.
closely at
It's your
her,
choice to make.
at the Fox Girl's hood,
You should do
it
whatever
actually
you
is
feel
cut
right.
out holes for the
By
rest
the
of the
way,
mask.
Do Ira and Envy know?
I
They're
haven't
not
talked
clipping,
to
it's
Ira about it
cutouts.
for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
Oh,
You
hey,
wanted
Envy.
to see me?
Is that Envy? That's not Envy.
Kula, Ava, what are you doing here?
Snake.
What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy.
Oh, that is
I
Envy.
want an alliance.
I thought
among
Envy was
our
a unicorn.
unions.
I
Lula
hate these
here has
names,
already
man.
agreed.
I'm never gonna get them.
Will you join us? And together we
And
can.
disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice. Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed each of us with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten.
Is that how you
Perhaps
spell forgotten? I guess that's how you
it's
spell
you
forgotten.
who has been tainted by darkness.
You're supposed to be the mediator.
I'm
Don't you
tainted
throw out
by
accusations.
darkness? Then what about you, Envy? You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
That's her
Because that
job.
is my role.
Yeah,
To
that's her role.
observe
What
us,
do you
yes,
want her to do?
but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
Why would they
that's
do
enough.
that? Well, I see agreement's not going to happen anytime soon. Interesting, interesting. Why can't they make this world playable? Like, whatever remains of this world.
Stop.
Why can't we go here in a Kingdom
want us
Hearts
to
world?
turn
Why do we
against
have
each
to go to,
other.
like, a frickin' Alabasta for the 17th
Alva.
time?
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemera, right?
For a second, I thought that was Dane. There's
hey,
the Dane.
Can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Who was that? Is that supposed to be the main character? That'd be us if we were
Why the long
playing the game.
face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Huh? Isn't it just because the master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The master said so. So it is.
Unless he said it so that
Lately-
they actually went against it. Everyone
really
knows that
started
if you
to
say
wonder.
something, it inclines and like
You once told me
say
that you were
don't
looking
do
for
this, it
answers.
inclines people to go against that.
That you
People
wanted
just want to be
solve the
combative all the
mysteries of
time.
this world.
Maybe that was his goal, is to actually have the unions
I
combine
think that's how things should be.
by saying they can't
We
combine.
need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
The
Not a
book?
chance.
The Book of Prophecies or a
Aw.
different book?
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest,
All
I
these
think it would
voices
be
sound
great
very
if all the
familiar, and
unions could
I don't know
work
why.
together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today.
He kind of sounds like
He
Riku.
wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
The other
That
one,
sounds like so much fun.
that one sounds like Kyrie.
Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down,
60-degree bow.
but please cheer
Very
up.
respectful.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future.
What
to
happened with
kids
the
who see
water? Did you
world
guys see
the
that
way that
weirdness
you
with the
did.
water where it was completely blurred except when it was in front of the pot?
Let
That
the
was weird.
wind Carry you far, far away.
I'm sorry, I'm
My
kind of heavier than a
dandelions.
feather. Cool. Cutscene. We're here. He's reading book about
Envy.
darkness.
Have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe
The only deadly
his
that
heart
doesn't share a name with the Lost
still
Masters
belongs to
is
the light.
Even so, forming
Superbia.
alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Consequently,
and
X
his teachings
Super
are
is inscribed
absolute.
on the black box.
That's why I will try and persuade
Oh.
Gula to dissolve their alliance.
So maybe he was
Then
looking
I'll
for
do it.
another wielder when
No.
he got the box. Oh, that's
Please,
interesting.
Let me do the talking.
That's
Your
another Keyblade.
intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right.
And that was
I'll
probably the
leave it to you.
Keyblade for the darkness.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I
Get
do.
wrecked, unicorn man. I wonder how often Ira bonks is bang on foreign doors. It's hard to say. Probably a lot. Although everyone else in every other, like, Square Enix or like Final Fantasy, I know summoners usually get a lot of unicorn horns for whatever reason. They don't seem to have any issues. Maybe it's just a normal thing to have incredibly tall doors. That I mean, that door looked like it was 15 foot.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put
What
it
reason?
simply, I
No
entered
progress.
this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless.
Oh, his ears also
Even
have
you agree.
cutout holes in the hood.
Oh,
envy?
That's why they stay on their head.
uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Wait, I
Was
missed it.
envy
What
the
did he
one who
say?
told you to break our alliance?
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
Mr. Bear, what are you doing?
And that's exactly why.
You put the... Oh my goodness, I didn't realize the size difference between the two of them. Jaguar kid
I
is really just a
can't
child.
trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Why? Why would you say that? Why doesn't he stand a chance?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Goodbye. And thus Bear Man was left alone with his thoughts. What am I going to do now? These all
Envy.
are traitors.
You will regret this.
Oh, he actually is upset. Regret this. So he is gonna succumb to darkness just because no one wanted to fight the darkness with him. He's succumbing to darkness his own. That's odd. Case of Asid.
Been here long? My bad.
Master,
No.
master. Who looks like a little kid but talks like a grown-ass man? Yeah, it's
You
kind of
Didn't
off-putting.
forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
Lighten up! I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Testing.
Right.
He wasn't testing, he was just trying to make a fool of him.
Allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What?
What?
Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs
I like
someone
the
like
Master
you
of Masters
to give
more
him
and
a
more,
push
to be
in the
perfectly
right
honest.
direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll make a fine leader.
That you don't
itself.
sound like you believe it.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why?
He's a little
Where?
bit slow. It's
Speak up
okay.
sooner if you're listening. It was
Are you gonna
embarrassing
play
for me.
Melody and Memory? I don't even know what
Anyway,
that is.
I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's
I've never
guess
even
right
heard of
now.
Melody and Memories.
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and
What is
thinking
this?
behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
It's a rhythm game.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche?
To be decided.
Shall I elaborate? Making you
If it has story, I would like to, but at the very least, I do not own it.
He's terrible.
Every other game I own,
In
this
which
one I
case it'll
didn't
be
even know
your
I
job
owned.
to step up. Who knows? Your
We'll see.
leadership might be just
We will
what
see.
everyone needs.
Actually, I might own it.
That
Hold on.
is your true role.
What am I
May
looking
your
for?
heart be your guiding key.
May your
Like I
heart be
said.
your guiding key.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Oh, they're fighting each other. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting to be actually adding. Ow! I bit my candy. Won't play, he didn't play it. We'll see what happens. I do have something else
Why do you get
prior
in my
to
way?
3 or with 3, but I don't know what it is. Because I bought them all as one massive bundle. Yeah, why are they fighting? I didn't explain that.
Don't be so conceited.
Ow,
I'm
my ears!
protecting the balance, just like the master told us to.
Stop it!
You need to come to your senses.
Excuse you.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able
Oh, you
to
guys can't hear
avoid
this,
the
oh, thank
grim
God.
future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Okay, I don't know what I have. I have something called Kingdom Hearts Remind, but apparently it's just like a DLC for 3. All I know is I opened up the game and it gave me a brand new Keyblade. And I didn't even actually load into, like, make a save file yet, so I don't know what that's about. You're watching the fight.
Over here!
Envy! Asad! What's going on?
How did the bear lose?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Abba, there's no time to lose.
I have a feeling that the quote-unquote traitor might actually be Panther Kid. Remind rebalances Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh. Okay, so we have that.
May my heart be my guiding key.
And thus, the bear was stabbed. Yeah? Whatever happened to this bear guy? I'm not sure. Couldn't beat it. Those super bosses are really hard. We'll see. I don't know if we'll beat it ourselves. I just know I want all the cutscenes. Cutscenes the main story, and cutscenes the most important thing for me. Okay, what's going on now? He has the missing page. It is Panther Kid. Too bad he can't try playing the actual Union X game. It was pretty fun. Made use of medals that had art and 3D models of the characters. That's what it seemed like. It was very different from everything I've seen. It seemed quite special, but yeah, Japan only. And I don't think they ever made like a port.
I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay.
I like this master guy.
Now where? Ah, here it is.
Boop. Give up the page. It's a gift for you.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late.
Oh, he's not the
and
traitor?
In order to help
Wait.
you find the traitor,
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor.
You didn't let him finish
brilliant.
speaking. Stop trying to act smart, child.
way to steal my thunder, show off. Huh? It's not fair. My plan was
Wary about
supposed to
online-only
blow your
games.
mind
Best
with
case
its
scenario, you fall in love, they
grandeur.
shut down
Your
servers
jaw
one
should have
day.
hit the floor
It does
for sheer
happen,
genius.
especially in today's demographic where apparently no one owns their own games.
But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight.
Nintendo servers won't be up for it. They can't have any
Even
story
though
material
there
that
is
need to
a
know.
traitor.
True.
Act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
I still don't know why the Master of Masters has this book of prophecies. He made it himself. I get it, but like, how does he have this knowledge? Who is the Master of Masters?
Trust no one but myself.
There might not even be a traitor at all in the end. All they sound is one little corrupted dude, and nothing resulted of it other than infighting. Like, crazy. I think it was the Master of Masters was the villain all along. Could be. He very well could be. He was so nonchalant. Like, he clearly doesn't care whether there's conflict or not. He's just like, hey, we just need to prepare for after the war. That the war, forget about the war. War is going to happen. We need to prepare for afterwards. He bought it from Brandy Games. Oh.
Do you want to know what my role is? Huh? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page,
Do they not know what
written that
each
there is a
other's
traitor.
roles are? Is that crazy? I thought they all
the
knew.
master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down.
Wait a
You
second.
knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
I won't forgive you for that.
The way to find...
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already.
Don't you
The way to find the
underestimate
traitor
me!
is the one who goes against their role. But apparently they don't know each other's roles. So how does he know who the traitor is?
Please stop!
You too, huh?
You too? What do you mean, you too? What's that supposed to mean? No, he's actually limping. Good.
Why?
Man,
Why did it have to
Panther
come to
Kid
this?
is weak. Can't even defeat someone who was already on their last legs. That's wild. Then again, he is the bear is kind of a big muscle man. It makes sense. We're watching the best Kingdom Hearts story yet. At the very least, so far, it makes the most sense of all the Kingdom Hearts games. There's no weirdness with time travel. There's no mixed personality shindigs. It's just story, which is good. It's easy to understand. Tying it into everything else is a different story, but as its own, it makes sense
Come
at
to
the very
finish me
least.
off, and make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You Still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through.
Is the bear actually the villain?
Hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much.
I have a feeling the unicorns are gotta get stabbed.
However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's
I
the
mean,
biggest betrayal of all.
that's not a betrayal. That's letting the events happen as they're supposed to happen.
I believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role.
Traitor? I barely know her.
I'll say,
Yeah, don't trade her.
I'll deal with this matter.
She
Please
deserves
keep
more
it to
than that.
yourself for now.
Understood.
At least take her out to dinner first before you
I
put the
need to
handcuffs
see
on.
that lost page.
The Lost Page. So now they're all after Gula, Mr. Leopard Tiger
Why
Man.
did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea.
No one knows anyone's roles. What is this organization?
Oh,
It's just like, hey,
I
yeah,
shouldn't have
these
snapped
5
at
are the
you.
leaders. And it's like, well, what do you do? Well, my job is to support you, but I'm not going to tell you that.
What did Ira want?
What's your role? Oh, I'm not going to tell you. But it's actually to find the traitor
I
that
don't
could be
know
you.
exactly.
It's just like, what is...
he just.
I'm not
asked
going to
me
see the
give up
story,
Gula.
like, make sense, but at
His
least
eyes.
it's easy to follow. At least I
They were
think it's easy to follow. I've read
scary.
worse stories than this.
I was worried
Much,
he'd do
much
something
worse.
awful.
Many of them.
I knew.
I'd
couldn't
say this
tell
is
him
quite
where Gula
above
was,
average.
Then
The Organization 5.
turned around
Dun,
and
dun.
walked away.
No, it's Organization 7. We're just missing
I
the
see.
Master of Masters and
And
Luxa.
Gula.
How is he doing?
I don't
Or is it
know.
just 6? I don't know.
He's gone.
Technically it's 8, but I don't think the 8th person was ever found. Because I'm assuming inside the box. If that was written on the box Pride, like, was said by a different person. Which adds up with all the names being, like, different sins. That means there is technically 8 of them. Well, technically 7 still, but
Someone's coming.
it's
They're
7.5.
headed straight this way.
What is that voice? Stop it.
Take care of him.
You don't know who Luxu is? It has the same Keyblade as Xehanort, but that could either mean it is Xehanort's younger form, or it is someone who trained Xehanort and passed on stuff to him. I do not know exactly who Luxu is.
Ira?
All I know is it's the same Keyblade Xehanort uses. Like old man Xehanort.
Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Oh, just wait. I don't think I have
Tell
an
me
option
where
other
he
than wait.
is.
It's just a movie. All I can do is wait.
What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
I thought he was gonna pull out his Keyblade like Mr. Bearman did. It's actually saved. It's a good thing you have reminded. It helps explain exactly that. Oh, thank goodness
Gula,
for
what are
that.
you doing?
Looks like someone else to watch Dark Road. I saw Dark Road for the first time when I was trying to type the game
Ira
category
was here.
for this, and it was like Kingdom Hearts
He
Dark
wanted me
Road.
to
I'm
give
like,
you
what
up.
the hell is that?
I knew it. It's
I'll have to
finally
look into
come
what the
to
hell
this.
that is. I could
Come
just
to
look it up
what?
now, actually.
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah.
I
It's a
searched
page
Dark
the
Road
Master
and it
gave
brings
me.
me
It doesn't exist in any of our
this
books.
game. X.
It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who
What?
bears the sigil. That's it.
It's an actual game?
So
It
I don't know what to
explains
make of
why
it, to be
Xehanort
honest.
became a Seeker of Darkness.
My role is to find out who it is.
It's
I suspected
Kingdom
a
Hearts
Sed and went to confront
X
him.
second rebranding? What the hell is this?
And look what happened.
It was
Why are
part
you
of X for a
telling me this,
time.
Squirrel?
Okay, so we'll have to do that
I
at
have
some
enough to
point in
think
time.
about, keeping up
Okay,
the Master's
noted.
teachings and my rule.
Noted.
Always walking the straight and narrow.
It never stops. It's just
I'm a
more
fool for
games and
basing
more
my
games, and it
actions on
never,
what was
just
written
never
on Malvol's
stops.
page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why I need to find out
Hand holding.
How?
How lewd.
by asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice
Number
but
was
to come
supposed to
back.
start a whole new arc with
Summoning
Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom
4.
Hearts is
I did hear
forbidden.
about
That's
that.
exactly why.
So it's gonna wrap it up in a
The
single
only
game.
way to
I
get
thought
them
Kingdom
back
Hearts
is to
3
break the
was
rules.
wrapping everything up. Am
If
I
things
crazy?
don't change, the entire world is doomed. But
I don't know
in
how
order
they
to go
can
through
wrap
with
up
it,
what's already wrapped up.
I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid
Kingdom Hearts
I
3 was the
can't
end of the
help you.
first story arc from 1 to 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 4 is just an entire beginning to end arc. Oh, I understand now. It's just a
May your heart be
standalone
your
small
guiding
arc.
key.
Got it. Just give it 10 more years and it'll come out just like 3. Maybe one day. All right, Cougar Guy wants to summon Kingdom Hearts. The
Who's
allies
on a
don't want to
mission
help.
to collect Lux.
Ah, that explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to
War.
the Keyblade War.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept.
Everyone's just gathering Lux.
Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
What? Why? Why do you need to delay the inevitable if it's inevitable? Just let it happen. The sooner it happens, possibly the less dangerous it'll be. That's my thinking. Rather than letting it build up further and further like a balloon about to explode. Would you want a balloon popping at 80% or 100%? I would prefer the 80%. Flowers. Don't tell me the child is gonna come and console you again. What the? Yes, into your bright yellow masked eyes. What do you see? Oh, is this your role? The role you were given. Can't pop balloons? Well, sure you can. Just take a needle.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna
Okay,
happen.
full versus max capacity. You're
The
right. There's a
entire
difference.
world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role. You might just be the only hope of keeping light from expiring.
And her role was to train Keyblade wielders, right?
Hope? Master, what is it that you need me to do?
Pet pets.
Don't get involved in any battles. Forget the notion of unions. Find Keyblade wielders with potential and create an entirely separate organization. Then, like the seeds of a dandelion, let them fly to another world. They will keep the light alive.
You really
Huh.
think that I'm the right person for this?
Her job was to
Oh.
not get involved. I see, I
You're
see.
the only person for this.
I understand.
I'm really curious what that like weird metal scale looking thing in the background is in all of these cutscenes.
Today
It looks
you're
ominous,
here
but I don't know what it
to
is.
continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to
Is
you.
the solution to do nothing and take a
but in a
vacation in
world that is
Cancun?
different,
No,
one
there was
made
an
of
American
dreams.
politic who did that already. It did not help.
You are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies.
Wait, I
for
thought
the
she was
sake
not
of
supposed to get
loyalty their
involved
own
in war.
humans.
Was he telling them not to get involved?
To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost.
Correctly, the characters in this crowd are sampled from
all
Avatar
of
players.
you
I
who are
would.
the
That's kind of what I
seeds
was
of hope.
thinking. I was
When
having
the
that
time
same
comes,
thought.
And
Either
there
it was
is war.
randomized or it was sampled.
You mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside.
Well, wait. I thought all the worlds were
To
one.
help you fulfill this crucial task
I thought all the worlds were one. What other
future
worlds would you travel to?
is in all your hands,
Wait a second.
as is the world's
Hold.
light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
Long story short, they're being exiled. They're being exiled and being Isai guide. Good for them. I recognize that key. That's the keyblade that was given to Lucia. Case of Lushu. Oh, sorry, Lushu, like Mushu.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye, to be exact.
Huh?
Oh, you think that's gross, do ya?
No.
Your eye?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, about your role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So the book
Oh.
of prophecies.
Bingo! The fact that it exists is proof of your success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice,
I
passed
see.
down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job.
He hasn't done anything
Smile
yet.
a little.
But I haven't
The
done
music got
anything
really
yet.
Good point.
discontent.
Guess you better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out. No book of prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine.
Probably doesn't get a
without it.
cool goat mask because
right?
he doesn't matter enough.
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
He doesn't matter enough, so
Minor
he's going out on
details,
his own.
don't Sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade.
His job isn't to be a
and
personality and have his
this
own
box
role. His role is to pass
need
his
to
role onto
stay
other
out of
people.
sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others.
Wait, so what is the box?
Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
Yeah.
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great. Now I really want to know.
That's how it works.
All right. I'll indulge you.
What's in the box, old
But
man?
the secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
It's
I
the
promise.
Heartless, right? Or is the box Kingdom Hearts? Oh, come on! I can't hear!
But why?
You'll see.
It's Brad Pitt. Oh god. All right. So Xehanort eventually becomes one of the apprentices. That means the eye on Riku's Keyblade is also an eye of the master, right?
Guiding key.
Ah! Reconnect. But was that it? Was that everything? We didn't even get to see the war happen, man. That's it. I guess that's it. We did it. We got through back cover. Cool. That was easy. Actually, 7 also had Deadly Sins theme. Wonder if it's influence. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Okay. So Xehanort ended up being the apprentice. Somehow Xehanort got converted to darkness, and that's covered in Dark Road. Let me see if I can find a video for Dark Road. Depending on how long it is, we might do it now. Dark Road cutscenes. We are not doing Dark Road. We are not doing Dark Road. I just looked up the a YouTube of all cutscenes for Dark Road. It's over 4 hours long. Maybe eventually we'll do Dark Road. We are not doing it today. That's a little too much. What did I think? It was interesting. It still leaves me with a couple questions, like who was the Master of Masters? What was the point of the Keyblades in the first place? I'm more curious about the Master of Masters and what his purpose was, rather than anything else. Like the rest of it, how it ended up at the state it did, that makes sense. I made that, all of that made sense. I don't quite understand why it needed. I don't know. I think I'm more just curious what the Master of Masters plan was more than anything. Hello, Lemon. Like, it's cool to know some of the background. I do think that they had the 5 apprentices had some of the coolest Keyblades in the game. Why can't we get those cool Keyblades? It's because we're technically still apprentices ourselves. I do not know. I guess that's where the organization 13 Robes came from as well. It was passed down from Lushu down to X, down to X, whoever, how many times, to Xehanort. Xehanort took inspiration from that same Black Road that I guess was passed down with the Keyblade. And then they copied that into Organization 13, which then controls the future. Somehow, Xehanort came into possession of the Book of Prophecies. Somehow he came into possession of the Master of Masters, or something like that happened. He got his hand on the Book of Prophecies, and that's how he's time traveling and making all these paradoxes and things like that. Because it was very strictly said, hey, Lushu, you're not allowed a Book of Prophecies. We don't want time paradoxes. We don't want you doing anything with it. But obviously something changed that made Xehanort want to go to the past, present, and future. And I can only think that he somehow got a Book of Prophecies himself. But I still don't know what the Master of Master was. Why was he able to tell the future? Why was he so... Well, I guess when you already know everything is going to happen, you just give up. So he's just lighthearted or whatever. It's fine. The 911 Keyblade? Yeesh. I still want to know what's in the box. I'm assuming the box is like... It's very specific Heartless is inside that box. And that probably influences Xehanort. When he became, like, the box really passed on to apprentices as well. They say, don't open the box. And then at some point, Xehanort actually opens the box, and it's the darkness and it invades him. And he gets like, oh my god, this is amazing. And that might be what it is. Or inside the box is a Book of Prophecy. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it does make sense. I don't know. I'd have to play the the Dark Road to figure out Xehanort. We might look at the Dark Road, Xehanort's origin story, after we finish 3, if I remember. I don't know if I want to know that much about Xehanort now. You unlock the theater. Cool. Sure. Hello? Amazing. You unlocked characters. Cool, thanks. That's back cover. Easy enough. It really was just an hour. Not bad. Actually, I think it was a little under an hour. 7-11, not 9-11. Oh, sorry. I forgot to read again. Sorry. The imminent destruction, the Keyblade War, the whole thing with the destruction and the darkness. Yeah, it makes your mind go places. My bad, my bad. Bombs weren't invented yet. You're right. Sorry. Xehanort suddenly has become a much more interesting character all of a sudden, I will say. I never thought about more than just like, oh, he's just a villain who time travels, who's obsessed with darkness. Why was he obsessed with darkness? It definitely adds to like, hey, there are reasons for his actions, go check it out. In this other game for the price of $9.99. I don't know. Is Dark Road something you can buy? It's a mobile game, right? It's a mobile game that actually was released in the US at some point, apparently. Although it's an offline mode now. Maybe we'll play it. I don't know. I don't know if we'll play it or we watch the cutscenes for it. I'm not 100% sure. I just sort of destroyed all those buildings. I think we've proven Keyblades can, in fact, melt steel beams. Fact! But those steel beams stood no chance. He destroyed those buildings like nothing. It was crazy. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we have the dancing Kingdom Hearts game to think about. Oh, sorry, the rhythm one. I like rhythm games, I'm gonna be honest. I do like rhythm games. I just don't usually like rhythm games that do not have a direction. Say, like, Guitar Hero, I don't like just playing chapters. I actually do want a story of some kind. If it has a story, I'll consider it. Maybe. It depends on price and if I get paid. Whenever I get paid. Because right now, I do not get paid. And money makes the world go round, wouldn't you know? Money is nice. Money is quite nice. Well, I just said it was going to be a short stream. So, hey, look! Short stream! We're done. You understand it has some story. We'll see. We'll see. I might do the same thing I did with Dark Road and just pull up a YouTube video of the cutscenes. And if it's more than like X number of cutscenes, we might just play it ourselves. If it's not, then we might just watch it instead. Because 4 hours of cutscenes, that's about as much as 365 over 2. That was about 3.5 hours of cutscenes. And this is supposedly more. Granted, it's the full cutscenes, not edited down in any way, shape, or form. So it could be less actually exciting ones. But I'll figure it out later. For now, this. Well, not this. We finished this. But for now, tomorrow we'll do 2. And then we'll figure things out. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just very tired. I woke up at like 5 a.m. to a bunch of construction sounds. It sounded like someone was chainsawing through a metal beam. And then I tried going back to sleep. It wasn't working because, you know, loud sounds are loud. Who da thunk? And what else happened? As soon as I got up around like 10 or 11 a.m., the sound stopped. And then it just annoyed me. It's like as soon as I choose to get up, you stop. I hate you. It was awful. It was Sora. God dang it, Sora. Go cut down buildings in a different city. Why you gotta choose mine? That's not cool, man. Chill out. We know you're like the all-powerful chosen one by someone. I don't know who. I still find it funny that Sora stole Riku's Keyblade. And somehow it's just like, it's still he's still borrowing the Keyblade from Riku, kind of. They made it sound like Keyblades have a life of their own, but at least in this game, actually every single game, Sora's Keyblade is the only one that seems to have like a will of its own of who possesses it. No one else's Keyblade has that power. Sora's Keyblade is special. And I don't know why it is special. Maybe because it's like 3 Keyblades fused into one. Hit Roxas, Go, Ventus, and then Riku's all merged into one, which make it a very standard looking key. That is actually, I mean, it also looks very much like the Keyblade, the super powerful one. The only difference with the Keyblade is it was like 2 Keyblades crossed over with an X on it. Sorry, a key. 2 keys with a key. Man, I hate those keys. I'm just confusing myself. Who has the coolest Keyblades? I really like Xehanort's one. I really like the Keyblades in this version as well. Because it looked less like keys. Like, they had a shape of a key, but they are very regal in design, and I really, really like that. It's hard to say. There's so many different Keyblade designs all over the place. Maybe at the end of everything, we'll do like a, I'll pull up like I'll make a tier list of all the Keyblades and how they look appearance-wise. We'll see. If I remember. I have a lot of ideas, but I have a memory of a goldfish, so who can say? But yeah, we're done here. Thank you all for coming. Hope you enjoyed the incredibly short stream. It was a treat, all things considered. Hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening. Enjoy the weekend. Go out, touch some grass. Just not for too long. Usually if you touch grass for too long, it's called death. So don't do that. You know how everyone else in BBS has a glider? Birth by Sleep had gliders? I didn't even notice that. I didn't know that. The optional Xehanort reveals his blade turns into wing. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Something to think about. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Doodles.